As the sun is setting, it's time for another edition of YouTube News. My name is Kyle Marshall. I have a few news stories for you this week, so let's get started right away. First story we're going to talk about is, and I'm not going to lie to you, a bit of a BS kind of news article, to be really honest with you. It's talking about how YouTube is kind of worming its way into the heart of the Google empire. If you read through the article, it's talking about how YouTube has mentioned the YouTube name and the YouTube brand multiple times, more times than it ever has in any presentation it's ever given. Now, I would like to kind of slow the people's horses to try and then extrapolate about how now Google is making money, everything is turning up roses for everybody, and I just want to say let's temper our emotions here a little bit. I think it's exciting that they're mentioning YouTube and talking about all of the possible revenue streams that are coming in through there. That's really interesting and good to know about the content creators out there can, support themselves. A lot of people thought Google was being super crazy when they, shelled out that much money. And it's still not clear whether they have kind of paid themselves back over time. But really, if you read the article, what it really kind of sounds like is well, they mentioned it a few more times, so boop, everything's great. To me, it sounds a lot like mentioning to your friends, hey, we're gonna go to the bar tonight if you want to come, and then turning into like Rodney Dangerfield all of a sudden, being like, we're all gonna get laid. It's like, well, let's take a step back and we are, but still, let's just think about this for a sec. The second story is about a YouTuber I was not aware of until I read this report, and I'm gonna mess up his name. Gregory Gorgeous. I did it. I can't say Gregory fast or else my mind just goes. Gregory Gorgeous, which is a fantastic name by the way, is this Canadian YouTuber who's kind of built up a mini empire for himself. He does have his own reality show on YouTube that's now entering in its second season, and it's a very, very interesting read. I would really encourage everyone to kind of go through and browse through it, because it really talks about kind of the way that YouTube is changing in some ways, where it's taking this media that was only on television and now bringing it now onto the YouTube space. In this case, reality television. And they talk about how using your own real life for drama and maybe not really talking about the real issues that are going on with your life and putting up that fence, which is all something that YouTube was trying to kind of change, taking down the fence and really just having that one-on-one conversation. And now there's people coming on that are kind of doing the exact opposite of that. So it's interesting to read in that case. It's also an interesting read on how you can be insanely popular on the internet and have nobody else know who the heck you are in any of the entertainment venues. And then there's Paintball Kitty. So if you want to take about 9 minutes and go over and see someone pwn some noobs, but also talk about how CPMs work and how all that thing is structured, kind of in the background on YouTube, and how people make money and how that's all generated, go and watch that video. She really explains it way better than what I think I could have done. It's been something that I've wanted to kind of talk about here in these YouTube news videos. So she did the work for me. So I'm going to tell you to go over and watch that video. And finally, we're going to go to Kyle in the future to talk about the 10 most subscribed list on YouTube. Kyle? Oh hi! The top 10 most subscribed list didn't really change all that much this week. However, some very exciting developments. We have Smosh and Ray William Johnson both breaking that 7 million subscriber ceiling, which is crazy sauce. We also have Jenna Marbles breaking 6 million subscribers, and elsewhere on the list, we have Vsauce, my homie Vsauce, broke the 2 million subscriber mark. So some pretty exciting stuff there. And that's the list here. It's been there for a while. Insert joke here. I assume there was a joke at the end there. Thanks, Kyle. But join me next week. Let me know down below in the comments things and stories that you want me to talk about. We'll see you here next week. Have a great day.